Hi. So I come to you today after being asked to go live, and I couldn't figure out why I hadn't gone live for some time. And it dawned on me. The system that I have set up won't allow me to go live and you be able to hear me. Something to do with the microphone issues or something. So that's why I've been doing recordings and then processing them and putting them on the channel. So I have an idea that might just work, but I want you to comment below and tell me if you would be interested in me doing a live. Now, live means that you can interact with me, you can ask questions, you can get immediate responses and the like. So please comment below if that would be of interest to you. So what is my whole point today? Well, I'm coming to you here to share with you a little thing called triggers. Now, triggers in my last video was in regards to externals, etc. They weren't to do with what I'm talking about today. I'm going in an alternate route with triggers today because triggers in the last video was response to how a doctor deems for fibromyalgia and 11 points of 18. Well, this week I'm talking about triggers in regards to what can actually what you take in, but we all tend to take in these different triggers, and sometimes, most of the time, people try to let them go. You know, they try to cope with them, function with them, let them go, and move on. Some people, they take in these triggers, not even realizing what they're doing, and it manifests. It goes into something even greater, something even bigger. And what I'm talking about is triggers like serious losses, maybe the loss of a spouse, the loss of a child, the loss of family members, the loss of so many different things. I mean, losses can be big or small, and it's the way that you take them in, the way that you react to them, your body responds. Loss can even be your body changing on you and you ending up losing things that you've been so used to. It can just be a lot of different things. So loss is a big one. Another issue that is a trigger is your environment. Now this can... when I'm thinking of environment right now, the way I'm speaking of it, it's not emotional, mental, or spiritual, anything like that. I'm talking about our actual physical environment. You know, when you walk outside and it's hot, or you walk outside and it's freezing cold, or you walk out and it's just right. That's the kind of trigger that I'm talking about in regards to hot, cold. There's sensitivities and how our body reacts and how we respond to our body and accepting it, how do we deal with it, etc. It can actually cause our body to just go crazy inside. Do we always have control over this? Some would say yes, and I'm saying no, not always. No, because it's a choice on how you handle things, yes, but on the other hand, not everybody knows exactly how or has been given the opportunity to be okay with how they process things, and that needs to be made okay. And that's another trigger, can be another trigger, is being told you're not okay for being who you are. I'm not okay. I have to be in this certain bubble. I have to conform to a certain way. I have to be a certain way, do a certain thing, marry a certain person, all this other stuff because it's required. It's the only way to be okay. Really? These are definite triggers, and they can actually cause your body to go into a massive distress, and also being pushed into spiritual situations that just don't feel right for you. I mean, not spirituality is not a one size fits all. It depends on what feels right for you, and you can't let other people dictate to you to how you're going to live. And I've seen this across the board so many ways where they say, no, you can't think this way. No, you can't do this thing. No, you can't. No, you can't. It's like, stop. What can you do? And it's not a what can you do to other people of asking their permission. What can you do in your mind? What are you telling yourself that it's okay to do? What is okay in your own mind, in your own heart, with your own spiritual strengths? What's okay for you? And I'm giving you the room to think that. I'm giving you the room to allow that to be okay. Another thing is triggers also can be affected with sleep. Sleep! Oh my gosh! Everybody needs sleep. Rest. Sometimes naps. Come on, even as kids we have naps. I mean, they need to restore their energy. Well, we as adults sometimes need to restore our energy too. It doesn't mean that we have to. It means sometimes you get to that point where you absolutely need to take a time out and rest. And learning what your body says, I need to sleep. I need to be awake. I hurt. Why you hurt is a key thing to understand, so you can go into the sleep. And maybe you don't know. And accepting it and kind of investigating as to what exactly is going on for you. I'm not an answer all to anything in regards to sleep disorders, because there are sleep disorders where you can't necessarily sleep all night or sleep all day. And resting, I just happen to recognize certain sleep situations, certain sleep pattern feelings more than the actual patterns, because at that point you're going into a need for a sleep doctor, and needing professional intervention just to knock out some potential possible other issues. But I can recognize how your body's feeling when you're trying to sleep. And I can also recognize when, you know, there's counselors, psychiatrists, doctors, they can all kind of take a look at different aspects and see about the sleep issues, if there are sleep issues. In my particular specialty of fibromyalgia in some cases can cause sleep disturbances. I know at the beginning of my journey, I did have sleep disturbances, but I had to understand the what, the why, and the how I could adjust it for me. And I'm able to recognize that in different people and address different ways to manage those situations. Now, again, I'm not practicing medicine. I'm not practicing any professional aspects that require a license. I have talked with my doctor, my psychiatrist, my counselor, my physical therapist, all of them, and they have all agreed that I am on the right path. And because I recommend different avenues that are more holistic and natural, they gave me the full thumbs up to go for it and help others. Now, what you're going to find down below in the description, and I'll be pinning it in the comments, is a free ebook workbook to check out these different aspects I've talked about, maybe help you kind of find a way through things. In the ebook is a way to contact me directly, so I can give you some ideas, tips, and maybe some helpful hints on how to improve for yourself. I am totally open to helping with what information that I do have, and I have quite an extensive library of information. So anyhow, as I said, I wanted to go live but couldn't, so I am doing this pre-recorded again. But maybe, hopefully, this new idea that I have so that I can be live here in the future will work. And as soon as it does work, you guys will see me, and I will put an announcement in before it happens so that you guys can have a chance to join in should you decide to, which I would really love for anybody to join. And tell me maybe the best timing for you to join in. I've created this ebook. Now I'm telling you right now that I'm giving it to you here. I do sell it on other platforms for $5, but I'm giving it to you here, no charge. Just because that's how much I really want you to try and help yourself to benefit and to grow within you. So I hope to see you here soon. Feel free to download the book, subscribe, and like this video.